in transboundary shipping of waste towards other countries and towards Lombardy. Since May, I shifted to environmental impact assessment, but 6 years in waste management can be very long, and so I hope that I can support the project with my experience as far as I can. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Lois Eliasson from city of Gothenburg, Sweden, where I work at Department for Sustainable Waste and Water, and mostly in the strategic planning. And right now we're starting to make a new waste management plan, and so this will be very inspirational for our common work in Gothenburg. Thanks.
My name is Inês Diogo. I'm from the Portuguese Environmental Agency. We are the national authority for waste. So I think I was invited for that.
Hi, I'm Pedro Bota. I'm representing an environmental NGO from Portugal, Giota. We have worked a lot with decision makers and politicians in environmental and territorial measures. Later past year, we were involved in discussing the state budget, advising decision makers in Portugal, and I'm very excited to see the projects of everyone here in the development and bring that experience to my organization into Portugal. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Johan Brummel from the Dutch government. I work for our Ministry of Infrastructure and the Environment. I'm an expert on circular economy, focusing on procurement. And before that, I was the category manager of our national waste management contracts for the central government. I'm very pleased to see a project on city level on waste, because we strongly believe in the circular, from a circular point of view, that cities are the change agents for the coming 5 to 10 years. Cities are small enough to make a change, but big enough to have some impact in the region as well. So I look forward to working. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Javi Vázquez. I'm coming from Santiago de Compostela City Council. We are under a important relevant transformation in terms of waste management, and also in a relevant project related to innovation procurement. My background is in technology, not waste management, but I guess that I'm here to give a different point of view, and also obviously to do networking with you and get some learning back to Spain. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Marinela Drăcea. They sunt de aici. I am Executive Director of CIROM. CIROM means Cement Industry Association. And the industry I represent has a vast experience on waste management. This method is being known as co-incineration or co-processing waste in cement industry, which combine recycling with energy recovery, and maybe our experience can contribute to develop this project and to improve the waste management in Romania. Thank you.
Is there any other member hiding? Or if you all introduce yourself. You should just all get an overview of what has been done already and what we will do next, because we can have depth discussions within the brainstorming sessions. So the brainstorming sessions are taught in a way that you will receive precise instructions afterwards, but in general, just to give you an idea, there are thematic sessions and you will choose which themes you want to discuss. So you will go to one team to the other, and you will have work package leaders and task leaders explaining to you what we've been doing. This will be done in the second part of the morning and in the first part of the afternoon, and then we will close the day. Tomorrow we will go more into management stuff in a way, in the sense that we have to go through all our work packages and see again where we stand, but also really in compliance with our deadlines and all of that.
154 strategies classified according to the different parameters, the kind of waste management, waste prevention, and so on. So I think it's a lot of information that can be useful, just a background, a starting point to get new ideas to discuss, and so on. So the external use. The second deliverable is already complete, but we left open during this week as if any other member of the EAB members or during the discussion of this week need to improve just small things. But was sent it to all of you in July, and we just need to submit it if any other input is welcome. It's also this forecast use, it's also external use. Here we have a deep analysis, all the information that all the results of Work Package 1 are compiled and analyzed and provided some conclusions and recommendations. So I really suggest that will be a really good tool to work on the project. And covering three main topics. One is this analysis, we classify the an upcoming deliverable. So yeah, I think I'm done.
So, good morning everyone. I'm Flavia Silva from the University of Lisbon, Faculty of Science and Technology. I'm here with my colleague Filipa Ferreira. And Lia Vasconcelos, our coordinator, sends warm regards from Brazil because for professional reasons she's in a conference that she belongs to the coordination, so she was not able to be present. But everything you need, you can email because she's working and feel responsible. So we are the coordinators from the Work Package 3, and this is a synthesis, more or less the table that Martina showed before for our deliverables. And for the deliverable 3.1, it was the collection of the key stakeholders that all partners were involved. So we make an upsumming of the stakeholders. We had some metrics to complete with information regarding all stakeholders and the importance for them to be involved in the project. And the task leader, it was ecosystemic. Okay, it is concluded, but this deliverable, as some of the work package deliverables are done, concluded, but I think we should consider ongoing through all projects. Because if you, during the project with internal meetings, with the agros, in your professional work, if you identify a new stakeholder, a new person, a new company that could be important to the project, you can bring them to the process, also fulfilling the matrices, or only to invite them to be present in some actions of the project. So it's very important not to stop this when the deliverable was done and it's concluded, but to
this collaborative methodology is showing you the next step that will be delivered in the next year, because we start to use this methodology in February, and the methodology show you the next 4 areas. In practical, in the first part of the project that Lily explained in the book before, we developed the framework, and the next 4 areas are used to personalize this framework and to go deeper in the problem of the pilot cities. Well, the next deliverable are the 8 urban strategic plans, but we are too it's too early to talk about that. We have also some milestones that are all in 2018, and the other deliverable and milestone are in 2019. And to go deeper in this deliverable, we need a lot of the deliverable that arrive from the previous group B, so it's a little bit unuseful that I explain you what we do next. So if you have some comments or if you have some questions for us for the next step of the development of the...
We have this little VP called the toolkit. Basically, it will resume all the activities from the previous VPs. It's a way of translating all the data and all the research into a workable tool for public authorities and for private stakeholders who have strategies on waste prevention and waste management to build and to implement. So the content of the toolkit has three components. The first one is called the gathering of the best practices. We are aiming for 50 best practices. We started the VP in the activity, the task in January. Global innovation, my colleague here, Florin, is the one in charge with completing the methodology. We will talk about this tomorrow. We have some examples and we want to talk to you about this methodology that we are building. The first milestone is to translate all the information from VP2 concerning the material flow analysis, the urban metabolism, the life cycle assessment analysis for the use of decision makers. Basically, it will be a set of guidelines how to do in different scenarios as it will happen in the first milestone.
Of our communication products, because I won't have time to get into detail here. And we also need your help to spread our communication products and to reach as many people as possible via your channels as well. So our communication strategy has a special focus on getting the key messages of UrbanWins across. It has a special focus on social media and also on the bloggers. So we have one here, Matej, so who you can talk to in more detail later during the break and learn more from him about their work and what they're doing for us. So let's start with our classic dissemination channels. So we've had several newsletters so far. So newsletters 2 and 3 were sent out in April and July, and they're also on the website, so I recommend you have a look at them. On blogging, we have completed the selection of bloggers, so we have 5 signed contracts, and 1 is in the pipeline. So 2 more missing for the moment. And we will have a webinar for the bloggers in September or October. So we will see how you guys can work better together and exchange practices, basically, so you can learn from each other as well. And the first posts of the bloggers have been published. Then we have a promotional e-leaflet, which has been translated in several languages. You can find it on the website, you can download it, print it, distribute it, and help us in this way. So we have already printed and distributed 500 copies and 1,000 business cards as well. And then we had 4 press releases, which were sent out, and they can still be found on the website. So we have a series on videos. The first video has already been done. And I guess most of you know it already. If not, have a look. So you get a short video with a general overview of the project. Video 2 is in preparation, and the focus will be on engagement activities. So it should be finalized by the end of this year. Then we have several participatory and engaging formats. The first one, Sector Watch, has been launched and the stories have been published. So I recommend you have a look at this as well. You'll find a short description on our website, and this will lead you to another website which basically reaches a wider audience, and there you can have a look. And once we will have more articles, we will really make the promotion basically more intense. And this is going to happen soon.
Report from Vienna. Yes. Hello. Yes, glad to be here. Hello, everybody. I think I can also contribute in the next session.
Thank you very much. Okay, so then now Anna will explain to us how the brainstorming sessions will work and where they will take place, and then we'll go for the coffee break.
Thank you, Livia. So after this, let's say, general overview of the technical work being done in the project, and before going into really details tomorrow morning,